Comfy.
Very comfy, huh?
Yes.
All right, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Now you're gonna have to turn up your volume. Turn up your volume.
I'm in here.
You're in number 2, dear. Turn me back up. Now turn yours up.
Oh.
There you go.
There we are.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Oh, that's nice.
This is the velvety voice.
That's very
New
nice.
headphones. Those are comfy. Those you got like 2-inch cuffing. What do I hear? Testing 1 2. What do I hear? Oh, I hear us over here. Hang on, I'm sorry. That's better. Yeah, you're looking good.
Yeah, that's it's comfy.
Comfy.
I can hear you really well.
You can hear me really well.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot lights.
Yes, you did. You came in last.
Did I?
Yes.
See, this is how it works. We'll get into conflicts during the week in a moment. Let me put this.
I really just need to get wrung out from my back.
Wrung out?
Yeah, I feel like if I could just get wrung out like a washcloth,
Somebody just
that my back wouldn't hurt.
I see. All right. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Oh.
All right, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this.
Oh gosh.
Bugging you that much, huh?
Huh?
Bugging you that much, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Because it's a twitch, like right in the middle of my back.
Is it?
Yeah, and it catches every once in a while, and it does not tickle.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna put this on pause. Go up to here so I can see the wonderful chat room. And say, hey, everybody, help them out. Help them, self them. Welcome. I don't know, the brain, the marble just has to slowly stop.
Wow.
Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast patron pre-show. All right, so we're going to be testing a couple of things here. We're still working a couple of the kinks out with the sound, but this is how this works. We're looking good. Feeling good. Hey, everybody in the chat room. Welcome. So, yeah, we got a couple of things we're testing out here. And one of the things is the sound, because from what I understand, the iPad comes in way too strong over my mic when I try talking. And I don't think I need to, because my mic comes in pretty powerful as it is, from what I can tell. So let me try this. I'm going to move the mics up just a smidge, and I just want to do a test thing here just to see how strong this is, because I turned it down on the soundboard, and I just want to test to see. It's going to sound probably fairly light to us.
Okay.
But it's going to probably sound strong to them. Let's take a look.
That's really light.
Really light, and I don't see anything going that way. So I'm going to turn this up and see how that goes. Let's try a different one. I don't think that's even registering. Let me move this up here on the gain where it was, because I think it's coming in way too hot. All right, let's try this. I'm wondering if you can even hear anything. If you're in the chat room, if you can hear, let me know. All right, because I turned it. Let's see. So those are there. This is the iPad. I wonder if that's even going out. All right, let me test on one other thing. That's what we do in the pre-show, by the way. We test stuff to make sure things are going.
Nope.
Yeah, because that's even barely going into the. All right, so let me set this to pre and try that.
There we go.
Yeah, that's getting better. So hopefully that's going to be just about right. We'll find out tonight and test it. And if it shows up a little weak in the part, that's best we can do for right now.
It was fun week.
It was a little strong. It
Was it?
Yeah, a little overpowering when we were doing the GeoSnippits podcast last night. So
we didn't do it last night.
Or the geocaching podcast last night.
Okay.
So, all right. So, anyways, hey, folks, welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Very glad to see you. And yeah, we had some interesting stuff coming in, and I thought it was kind of unique. Once again, if you notice, I'm wearing the same kind of T-shirts that I normally wear because I ordered 3 brand new tie-dye T-shirts, the ones that I've been really, really excited to be able to call my own and to wear. And of course, it had to go to the wonderful person to my right so that I could sit there and say, what do you think of these? And the first one was, ooh, that's all right. I kind of like it. All right, that had possibilities. Then there was, ooh, that's nice. And I'm going, dang. And then finally the last one was, ooh, that one's mine. So it quickly went from my 3 nice new T-shirts to one I'm never going to see again, one I might see, and one I might get a little bigger chance of finding to use. Mm-hmm. You're being suspiciously quiet. I'm just saying.
What?
You are. You're just being suspiciously quiet.
Why is everything suspicious today?
I don't know.
I don't either.
All right. So like I said, we're testing some new stuff with the soundboard and going from there. So if we're sounding different or better or worse, let us know in the chat room. We'd appreciate it. I think it's recording okay here. So we'll have to see and go from that. But yeah, for some reason I'm still trying to figure out which works better with the iPad, because when I was talking last night over the music like I normally do, I guess that was kind of hard to hear my actual voice. So we're just trying to play and get a good feel for what's in. So anyways, hey folks, welcome. Good to hear you. Good to see you. Lots of stuff. So yeah, new T-shirts was one of the things that we had going on. What was the other one? Oh, today's topic of the day, if you haven't been on Facebook and hooked up with somebody with geocaching, you would have noticed that there was an article in there about another bomb scare somewhere in Nebraska, Lincoln, I think, if I remember right. And they were going crazy, and it was because of a 35 millimeter in a lamppost. And they called out the bomb squad, and everybody came out, and the news was there, and the police were there, and even the FBI supposedly was mentioned in the newscast that was here. It's like, really? Come on, It's I understand people need to be cautious. Now, Amy being in the fire department, I understand the safety factor that gets involved, and you're closer to that kind of stuff than I
am. Yeah, but like I told you, there was a guy, a police officer, who did not know what a typewriter was because he was so young. He did not recognize a typewriter case.
So it was a suspicious case.
And it was a suspicious
package
case, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they called in everybody for a typewriter case because he did not recognize what a typewriter case was.
Right. Yeah. So that was.
Granted, it was in the middle of a parking lot of a major.
Oh yeah, that would raise an eyebrow.
However, really,
somebody and apparently they hit a follow-up report to this afterwards, because in the first report, they went through and the reporter was there and he said, yeah, the police were there and the bomb squad was there. And they were, matter of fact, it was funny weird, because the guy that actually went to get the suspicious package, or device, the circular device.
A device.
Right.
That, and the 80s, used to hold film.
Right, 35 millimeter. Go
It's
figure.
empty. It's not a device.
Right, and the bomb squad had one of those, garbage picker-upper grabber things, and he had the full garb on, but no gloves. I thought that odd, and so did a bunch of other people. And so it was interesting where he goes and he gets the device and they check it out, and there's like the standard 35 millimeter paper, a plastic spider, that kind of couple little trinkets, and there they go. But the reporter, after they actually showed that part of it, goes out and he joins geocaching.com and goes geocaching just to see what's going on with all this stuff. And he found probably, I don't know, 3 or so that they showed on the broadcast, probably more, because they usually try to look for the most usable film that they can get with it. And so it's like, you know what? This was kind of fun. So it's interesting how, at least he went and did some research and actually tried it for himself and actually tried to find, and they got film of him going, well, maybe it's there. No, maybe it's hidden over there. Oh, there it is. It's behind the such and such. So he actually went out and did some geocaching. Mm-hmm. So at least that wasn't just blindly geocache bomb scare, terrifies millions, costs thousands, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I thought it was interesting. Then they did a follow-up report and actually found, and I have no idea how they did this. It looks like they found the guy who signed last. Now, how they did that, I have no idea.
They went to geocaching.com
and looked him up and messaged him or something. How do you, because you have to either email him or message him. And he
explained geocaching to everybody and showed them what it was.
And that he wanted them to know that this is a friendly, fun.
And they're like, and he says, hey, we're not here to blow the world up.
Right.
We're just out for some fun and some giggles, and really that's it.
Yeah. And then he actually took that reporter out
and showed him
some cool caches. So
it would have got favorite point for me.
Yeah. They had a PVC pipe tube with a bunch of holes in it,
and you had to raise up the
you had to use the two little things to raise it up. It was kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot more stupid. You know what I mean? By just off, bad, stupid. And it wasn't. They actually had a decent note with it. But come on, folks. Even in the report for the interview, they sat there and said that life is all about bombs and giggles. The interesting thing is that the police even looked up to see if it was a geocache before they went to it. They knew it was a geocache. I mean, we used to be afraid of smalls and regulars where people would go nuts because they found a suspicious. That, to me, is more of a package size. But a 35 millimeter?
We joked and said that Sonny from Podcaster was out to blow up all the LPCs.
One LPC at a time.
Mm. He's taking out all the lampposts.
Yeah, he's taking them all out one at a time. I saw somebody else put in the comments for one of the reports there saying ban LPCs, please. So yeah, it was silly, and I'm sorry that if it does cause somebody some anxiety, come on. And that's my 2 cents.
No, that's more than 2.
All right, that's my more than 2 cents. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. And saying.
Well, when we were talking on the way home, we were going through, and I guess I may have gotten a little bit on my soapbox while we were talking, a smidge, and went through and kind of said, hey, and apparently got a little verbal that I didn't even realize. And she's like, we can't talk about this tonight. And I said, why? She said, you just said the F-bomb. I said, I did. She said, yeah, you were so wrapped up.
He didn't even realize.
I didn't even realize apparently that I said that. I went, oh, well, maybe I better be a little less.
I said, we can't even talk about it if you're going to be like this.
A little enthusiastic.
He said, oh, I'll be fine. I said, nope, We can't talk about it if you're going to be this excited about it.
Excited is an interesting word.
He's like, no, I'll be good.
I'll be good.
All right.
All right. We'll let you go with this.
Poke you if you get started.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
That's funny. You remember the Cloak and Dagger? He had his blown up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we still got to have him on to talk about that.
And I got to admit, I did think about him today.
Did you?
Yeah, with that story, I did. I'm like, he had his blown up, man. I mean, really, this is insignificant in comparison.
Yeah, when you actually have to have it.
He said he still has people come up to him and said, "Aren't you the one that did geocache blown up?" And he's like,
that is some kudos there. That is like, some street cred.
No, I'm not the one. That was that other guy. I would own that thing, man. I'd be like, yeah, man, that was me.
I'd have a T-shirt made up.
Totally.
My geocache got blowed up.
Yeah.
Copyright HeadHardHat.
Yeah. Passionate. Yeah, passionate is definitely the word. Wound up is, yeah.
Too much sugar.
I'm like, man, no, we cannot have this conversation if you
can't play nice.
If you were going to talk like that.
Yes.
That is a no-no.
Where did I put my...
I don't know. It's not my job to keep up with it.
Where did I put my bag?
I don't know.
I just had it. What did I do with it?
I don't know. Did you even bring it in?
Yes.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. Hang on a sec. I had it right between my... No, it's right here between my legs. It was hidden.
It's...
Just saying. Oh, by the belly. Okay, yeah, well, there's that. All right, so while we're doing this, you may be wondering, if you're new to the show, by the way, welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast pre-show, and we apologize for...
No, we don't. I do.
For any off-color comments that may be thought
Be thankful that you're lagging by whatever time that you are.
All right. So, yes, we got to use this in some respect. So I'm going to put this here. You can still see everything okay?
Yes.
All right, good. All right. So, yes, if you're not guessing, we're doing Tools of the Trade tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun, have a lot of good stuff for it. Yeah, it was just been an interesting week. I went out before Tropical Storm Bonnie came by, and
my ear itches. Keep talking. Gracious.
And we were kind of... Amy was unfortunately working this weekend.
Like I am every weekend.
Yes. And it was one of those things where I wanted to get out and do some geocaching, and literally geocaching in between the raindrops. So that's what we ended up doing.
No, we didn't.
I did. Mm-hmm. Interesting stuff. I found one of the old classics. I found the ever classic homemade rock with 35 millimeter can.
Oh, that dangerous device.
The dangerous cylinder device in the bottom of a rock. Yeah, let them find that one. Say suspicious package.
They won't find it. It's in the bottom of a rock.
It's a rock. So, yeah, had a lot of fun. It was a good time. Tried to Periscope, but unfortunately, Periscope does not work well when there's not a good connection.
Yeah,
that's one of the downfalls. Scott Burke seems to be able to have a connection no matter what. He could be in the middle of a swamp, and it's like, hey, how's it going? I'm in downtown Raleigh and had a problem. So that makes it interesting. Yeah.
20 seconds. I'm sorry. That would be, I don't know, cheating. No cheating.
No cheating. So anyways, yeah, good stuff. The Bonnie or Betty? No, I thought it was Betty. It's actually Bonnie.
Oh.
And because I thought it was Betty at first for some reason.
I don't know.
And literally yesterday we were supposed to go to the park with family members, and I'm looking on the radar, and what's left of the low of it was right on top of us in this huge band of rain, and it's like we can't go because it's gonna pour. What's the sense?
Grayson and I were very disappointed.
Yes, our little nephew and the bigger aunt was disappointed. And so what happens?
But we had fun anyway.
The magic dome that's over Raleigh, North Carolina, which breaks up storms, worked perfectly because Bonnie literally disintegrated within an hour right on top of us.
Of course she did, because we were at my brother's house and he said, "So Mom, how do you like the park?"
Yeah.
So I was trying to avoid that, but whatever.
Yeah. Because everywhere I looked, it was pitch black, you know, the skies
same
were dark,
here.
and I'm like, oh, hell, this ain't going to work. Excuse my dig.
Gosh.
I'm just saying.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, life. So, yeah, that's where that was. And, yeah, it dissipated, so I felt like
Wash
an idiot.
your mouth out with soap.
Did you ever actually have that happen?
Yes.
Your mom did that to you?
Yes, she did. Have you met my mother?
Yeah, she would, too. She would. Yeah.
Yes.
Mine
It
did
was
it to
a
me
bar
once.
of soap.
Yes, mine was. I think it was the one with pumice in it. I can't remember.
Your mom did not
Lava.
do that.
Yeah.
Your mom did not do that.
Yuck.
Soap tastes nasty.
That was soap tasting and gritty all at the same
You
time.
did not have that happen to you.
Did you actually had to bite it or just put it in your mouth?
Just put it in my mouth.
Oh no, mine wanted me to bite it.
You did not have that happen.
Have
Stop.
it stick in your teeth and then you blow bubbles for 2 hours
He
afterwards.
is making this up. You are so making that up.
Speaking of copperheads.
Oh God. So I can get off of you making up stories about your childhood. I was not making mine up. I actually did.
No, it was soap. I just thought lava would be funny.
Whatever. I don't believe that.
What?
The soap.
Yeah, I did. Twice, actually.
Twice?
Yeah, the first time I didn't learn.
Kind of a slow learner, aren't you? Anyway, yes, there have been 3 copperheads found in the store that I work in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, one was last Saturday while he was out geocaching. I'm like, well, if I was out geocaching, that'd be different.
Yeah.
I'm in a store.
Yeah, in the store.
Inside the store.
3 copperheads.
Not at once.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, that they killed it, obviously, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, well, that's the 3rd one in like as many weeks, I guess. And I said,
I don't understand.
Okay, seriously? That's 3 copperheads.
Yes.
In the store.
Yes.
In 3 weeks.
Yes. That's kind of nuts.
I said, they said, well, maybe it's 2 weeks. Okay. The time frame does not matter.
Yes, it's kind of
3 copperheads inside a store.
Yes.
Is a bad thing.
Yes.
So yeah, there's either a hole somewhere or something. He said that he thinks there's a nest. I don't know.
Well, normally in the case, it's in the plumbing section.
It was in the plumbing section. So normally snakes do not like to be around people. I don't care what kind of snake it is.
Yeah.
They go away from the people.
Right.
So for it to be inside the store.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
With people, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Either something came in on a mother with babies or something came in on a pallet or whatever. Because we have read in the newspaper where a Lowe's had in their garden center.
And some dude got
a copperhead was in one of the trees that they had brought in.
Yeah.
And got somebody.
Yeah.
So that I can understand, but when you start finding 3 different copperheads inside the store, there's something bad.
I told him, I said, I'm a little more cautious now.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. So anyways, that's about it. We had a lot of fun this week. The t-shirt thing was awesome. And now I got to figure out when I can actually wear one before they disappear completely.
I'm wearing that other one.
Which one? The one I was wearing?
Yes.
That one I'm afraid has been misplaced.
No, it is mine.
It is. It's really nice. I really like it.
It is mine.
I did a picture in Facebook with it if you get a chance. And really liked it. And that was the one she went, ooh, that one's mine.
Yeah. And then he cheated and then ended up being mine.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
We had this little bet. My daughter works at a pharmacy. And I was wearing a t-shirt because, by golly, I'm going to wear it at least once. And
no, not at least, just once.
And we went to pick up a medication for me. And she was at the counter, and we had this bet.
Her eyes lit up.
We had this bet saying if she says anything about the t-shirt that's positive, Amy gets the t-shirt.
Shook on it and everything.
So we walk in the pharmacy, and she doesn't say a thing through the entire conversation. Didn't say a word.
But her eyes lit up as soon as she saw that shirt, and I'm like, something's wrong. He looked at her and went,
gave me say nothing, and she picked up on it like that, because I saw her go and just turned away and just started doing what she was doing.
Like, okay, you cheated. The shirt's mine.
I, being
By
the one
default.
who feels guilty about things like that, I can't do that stuff. I
He
just
told me.
don't. I told her, hey, by the way, I cheated. She said, aha, my shirt. So I'm gonna have to order another one because it really is nice. Anyhow, yes, this is our world, and for the people that are new, welcome. This is what we're like, really. So, all right, good
Oh,
stuff.
they're talking about Southern women in the
Rubbing the people the wrong way, really?
yeah.
Wow, that's a
loudmouth Southern
shocker.
woman rubs one person the wrong way.
Really? I'm shocked. All right. I'm just going to sleep on the couch and get it over with. So, all right, folks, I think we're about ready. I have no idea. We're using Safari tonight instead of Chrome because, ow, it's amazing what you can hide underneath that bottom third.
It really is.
So we're using Safari tonight, and the bottom thirds worked, but the overlay worked once. So we'll see what happens.
This cord really is long.
Yeah, and if you haven't noticed, Amy, we got a really good deal. We'll talk about that in a minute. We got a really good deal on
They
headphones.
said, Andy, just say yes, ma'am.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, it's happy life, happy wife, or happy wife, happy life.
life.
Well, either way, you're happy.
Yes.
Whether you want to or not. All right. Good stuff. I think it's about time. We are recording, and we'll see how this works. I'm going to push the button. Hey, that one worked. I like it when that does. All right, folks. So sit back, relax, get your favorite snack, get your favorite beverage. The GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast is going to be coming at you right about now. Well, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. I'm your host, Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and I am here with the wonderful, the delightful, the DeWitty wife Amy, a.k.a. tie-dye t-shirt stealer #1. It is June 2nd, 2016. In the next hour or so, both co-host Amy, the HeadHardHatress, and I will bring you some interesting information and tidbits about the game, the sport, yes, the obsession, known as geocaching. So yeah, this was interesting. We are trying to work with the music. So from what I understand,
it was a bit washed out.
Was it washed out too loud, or was it too soft?
Not too loud.
Not too loud.
No.
It's barely audible.
No, it was fine.
Oh, it was fine.
It was fine.
Because
volume wise, but it's a bit. They said it was a bit washed out.
Okay. All right. And some say it was good. Okay, so we're playing with it. So I'm going to just turn up the volume on the iPad a couple.
Okay, somebody
fine,
said
but soft.
Too soft.
So you're getting all sorts of kind of distorted.
Oh, she had us on headphones.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're playing with it. We're still working the kinks out of things, but that's how it goes. Because what happened before, the way that I had it,
he has gaming headphones.
there you go. What happens with me is that when I talk, I was being overrun by the music, so you couldn't hear me talk.
Oh, that's a shame.
Wow. So yes, you can see what things are going here. All right, I'm going to try the. I am going to try the bottom third here and see if we can get that to work. Hey, all right.
Yay.
You know what? I'm going to try just out of giggles and kicks. Let's do this since it was there. Let me find. Give me 1 second because that's there. Let's see if
look at you go.
The bottom third. Let's see.
He is jamming on this thing now.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's one of those things that I just have to. It works a little different. It doesn't show. Let's see if this goes this way. That's what I wanted. See, I love it when things work. This is what I want. Bottom third. And I'll choose that. See, we work. You guys are like Microsoft beta testers. In other words, customers. Where
really.
We go, look at that.
Still no animation. Nope.
I didn't make it with animation. We're talking about a bottom third for the people that are on the podcast.
Yeah. No, I know you didn't.
I don't know how to get the animation yet for the bottom third.
Work on it.
I don't know if it's even possible. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Apparently it is.
And
they're asking for it.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. Our people have a very top shelf.
They have
quality that they want for things, and we try to provide as much as possible. So then the big question: if I can figure out how animations work with this, we will have a contest to see what we can have for the animation.
If you can figure it out.
If I can figure it out, we'll see if we can.
I say it's really him.
So anyways, in Savari, things are working tonight, which they weren't yesterday. So that's just
swipe in, dissolves, shadows, fades.
Oh, that's deep. Yeah, shadow fade. Okay, he was actually talking different types of animation.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not deep. It's type of fade.
I thought it just sounded really deep. Swipe in, dissolves, shadows, fades.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, so enough of the existential type things here on GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Let's talk about stuff. We went through, and this weekend I played Let's Dance Between the Raindrops of Storm Bonnie. So I don't know what by the time it hit us, if it was just a low, a depression, if she was depressed, I don't know. But Bonnie went up the East Coast and during the weekend, our Memorial Day weekend, and dumped a ton of rain on us. So that's what
Saturday was great.
Saturday was fine.
Sunday washed everything away that everybody did Saturday.
Yes, pretty much.
Everybody bought mulch Saturday, and the mulch was in the street Sunday.
Yes. So that's how it is. So in between raindrops, I went out and did find some geocaches. Some of your good old standard park and grabs. I spent 25 minutes in the woods and didn't find one that I was looking for. So I DNF'd one and found a cute, I actually had to climb up a hill, which I was not thrilled, but I did it anyways because, hey, it's geocaching. And on the top of the hill were a bunch of rocks. And of course, one of them underneath had a sinister 35 millimeter device.
See, it's so sinister you can't even say it.
I can't even say it. I'm so scared. Drilled into the bottom of a rock. And I found that. I tried to periscope, but I didn't have enough bandwidth. But I did take some pictures and put it out on Facebook and that. So yeah, sinister. We won't even get into the thing about the bomb scare that they had in Lincoln, Nebraska, where the only thing they got up there to do is rub corn husks together.
Stop.
What? So anyways, I'm sorry.
Enough.
We love the people in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's just some are nuts. I'll leave it there.
That's enough.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'll even ding the bell.
Okay.
Just saying. So yeah, it was. We won't get into it here. If you yet want to get into it, check out our pre-show. We talked about it quite a bit.
Him.
Okay. Well, I was on my soapbox.
Yes. At any rate.
Yeah. So, anyways, it was a good stuff. Had fun geocaching, and it was a Memorial Day weekend. So that was cool. All right, so folks, hey, so how can you watch the show and generally get in touch with us? Well, it's really simple. To watch the live feed and join us in the chat room by going to www.geosnippits.com on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock for the pre-show. We also have our social media links, which is up in the upper right-hand corner of geosnippits.com and geosnippitsreboot.com. Be sure to check that out. Make sure you get us in your Twitters, your Facebooks, your Google Pluses. Make sure definitely that you subscribe to our YouTube, HeadHardHat's YouTube channel. Make sure you do that because every time we do anything on YouTube, it automatically goes into your subscribe bucket and you can check us out anytime you want. Very, very convenient. Finally, we have our voicemail line where you call in your questions, your comments, or suggestions by calling 919-341-9519, or you don't even have to worry about the phone charges, especially for our friends who are overseas or out of country. Simply go to www.geosnippits.com and select the Send Voicemail tab, which is on the right-hand side of the screen. You get up to 3 minutes if you've got your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, or your PC with a microphone. And you can literally tell us anything you'd like that is geocaching related or not geocaching related. It doesn't matter. We love it. And please keep sending those in because wife Amy does not want sad Amy. It's terrible. Sad Amy Thursday is not as much fun as Happy Amy Thursday. So make sure you keep sending those feedbacks into every time. If you got something that you want to talk about geocaching, something that we talked about on another show, milestones, things you've done, let us know because, quite frankly, I've heard from wife Amy that you need a break from me talking all the time. So let her fill in her spot and go that way. So send it in to us any way you can, and we will go from there. But we do have some viewer feedback.
You have a complaint already.
What did
I will read the viewer feedback while you read your complaint.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Andy and Amy. Just wanted to say hi and let you know my patches and patron path tags arrived today. Have already stitched one of the patches to our geobag. We have been caching since December 2013. Originally, we started caching as a way of entertaining our daughter over the school holidays. We're currently sitting on 934 finds, have 4 hides, and have held 1 event. We cache under the name D and V and L, which stands for Damien, Virginia, and our daughter, Miss L. I enjoy listening to your podcast, and my job has me on the road a lot, and you guys are great company when I'm out and about. Keep up the great work, Damien.
Thank you so much, Damien, for that. Absolutely. And for our friends in the chat room who have sent something in and I did not catch it, I am not the sharpest knife in the bulb. So sometimes I miss things, and I apologize if I do. So I will go and I will check those out yet. So yeah, good stuff.
And
yes,
Dr. Firewoman has a cache outside the country
now. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook. That is really cool. Yeah, she went Niagara Falls in Canada. That is excellent. I love that. Great stuff.
Oh, and
virtual and an earth cache. Cool.
On June 11th, 2016.
Yes.
Which is
Saturday.
No.
The 11th?
Oh, it's a Saturday. Okay. It's not this coming up Saturday. Is Get Outdoors Day.
Yes.
You can find any geocache or attend any event.
Yeah, so make sure you get your souvenir, and it's Get Outdoors Day, June 11th. Make sure you anything. You can do an event, you can find a geocache, whatever you'd like. They made a pretty blank check this time. Get something, and you get your souvenir. So make sure that you do that. Awesome stuff. All right, let's see. What other stuff do we got going on? Okay, we've got our GeoSnippits geocaching poll of the week. And this one was kind of interesting. We got a lot of stuff. We're going to have to do some viewer insights tonight as this comes out. So let me bring this up. And wife Amy, can you read from there, or do you need to go to the other one?
No, good.
Okay.
Where is your favorite place to eat after an afternoon of geocaching?
Okay.
And can you scroll up just a little bit?
Yep.
Yeah. At 2% is a drive-through restaurant. At 13% is I bring my own food.
All right.
17% fast food restaurant.
Okay.
21% is who has time for food. And at 47% a sit-down restaurant.
That's pretty. I would think that's fairly good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the picture that we had was with when we were with Bible Man Rick and Sally and Joshua
and Reese.
And had a good time at White Castles.
Yeah, I don't think Sally had a good time afterwards.
I think she was the only one that did not agree with her so much when it comes to such things. So we put a poll out each week for fun, just to see what information that we have out on Google Plus. And be sure to make sure that you have us in your Google Plus circles so that you can get a part of that and have fun. We love doing the polls, and it's just amazing with all the cool things that we have with it. All right, good stuff. Let's move on. Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by gxproxy.com and gxproxy.eu for our European friends. For with that one, for our European friends, for cachers serious about leaving their mark. Furball? Wow.
Yeah. And also by coinsandpins.com, the best place to get custom coins, geocoins, lapel pins, and patches made. Go through our GeoSnippits links and use the promo code HeadHardHat for a 10% discount. And FYI for our listeners, you can sign up for their newsletter to get notified when new coins and patches are available for sale. We're also very thankful to all of our sponsors, and if you want to see more of their products, be sure to go to our GeoSnippits websites and simply click on their logos. Not only do you get great deals, but it helps our program as well.
Absolutely. Let's move on. Yeehaw! Yip. Geocaching Tools of the Trade 2, TOO. GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, episode 161. Yeah, it was interesting. I noticed that we haven't had probably in about, 60, 70 episodes, a really good Tools of the Trade episode. So I thought it would behoove us to go
that's
out.
A big word.
Is that a big word? To go out and find some of the examples. I actually brought my pack with me here today, so I'm gonna do some digging and we can find out some stuff while we're going through this. And what I did is I basically combined, and I'll have the links in our show notes, 3 different websites that had different tools of the trade to talk about. And what it did is it came out with a fairly decent sized master list. And so, we'll have to talk with that and take it a little at a time. And I'll let wife Amy start going through the list, and then we'll just talk about some of the items or each of them while we've got time. So, wife Amy, I'll let you start with that. And I'm going to have in my lap said bag. And if I've got an example, I'll show it.
All right. The bag.
Ta-da! Very stylish. This is actually people have. I'd be curious to see what people use. This is actually from a Army supply store that is in a town nearby us. And I have had this probably since almost day one since I've been geocaching. It has been beat up, thorned, dropped, dragged, mutilated, and it's still going strong. These Army bags, I think I paid $10-12 for it. And it's awesome. It's got a great strap. I mean, I've got one of my old Wake County Park patches on part of it. I've got a U.S. flag. I've got different stuff. I got Moga. I got all sorts of things. Awesome bag. If you want something that's durable, that's going to last you and not just rip up the next time you go through a briar patch, go to your Army surplus and check it out. It's got some really, really good stuff. Bendable grapple. Okay, there are different versions of this. I actually have one here. What these are, this one I got from a local department store. our hardware store, Lowe's. And
No, you didn't.
yeah, I did. This came in a 2-pack.
I thought you got it at
no 2-pack, $8.
Oh,
It came with a bendable grapple. Basically, what it is a snake-like tool that's got a plunger on the end, and on the other side, it's got your grabber, your pickle grabber. Is what they were originally for. Used to be.
That is a big jar.
That is a big old jar. But this thing's great. It bends where you want to, and you can go through, grab what you need, and pull it out. It's awesome, especially when you get some of those geocaches where it's literally, 2-3 feet into a hole. I would rather have this go in than my finger. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, good stuff. All right.
All right. Extendable magnet and mirror.
Yes. I got those too. One of the things that you want to check out, inspection mirrors. Very, very handy, very classy, and they fold up really nice into a small area. If you do things like guardrails, bridges, anything that has a lot of nooks and crannies, especially like wooden structures that you're going through, metal, doesn't matter. This thing is very, very handy where you can sit there and literally just look and find the geocache that way.
Send messages across the street.
If you want to send across the street to somebody, it's awesome for things like that. Yep, excellent stuff.
All right. Spare fire tags.
Yeah, I thought that was rather interesting. One of the things that
he does not have any.
I do not have fire tags with me here. I have it in the cash stash somewhere, I'm sure, but waiting to be given away to one of you fine folks. But it's fire tags are very helpful, and if you are out and you want to use them for breadcrumbs when you're on a trail at night, fire tags are very handy. You just set them up temporary so that when you're on your way back, you just shine and it kind of helps you get back. Good thing to do. Or if you just on the spur want to do a nighttime cache right then and there for your friends, you got them.
S-Biners?
S-Beaners. I do not have one with me. An S-Beaner is really neat. Basically what it is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a carabiner
in the shape of
an S that has 2 clefts, one on each side of the curve.
Okay.
And it's used for those fun. You know what those are excellent for?
Rock climbing?
No, you can't use them for rock climbing. What they are great for.
You could if they were heavy enough.
Well, they're not. That's the problem. Most of them aren't rock climbing great. But what they are great for is if you have your geopooch with you and you're on a leash and you need to tie the pooch up really, really quick, all you do is you hook on a carabiner or an S-Beaner on your leash and wrap it around the limb, and boom, click, you're there, and it takes 2 seconds to keep your pet where you want them to be. Very, very good for stuff like that.
All right. Spare carabiners for swag.
Same thing. Keep those carabiners in there. They are cheap. You can get them a bunch for $1 nowadays, and they are great for swag. Let's see what's next.
All right. Trackables for trade.
That's pretty much a given. That one's kind of a, you make sure you have your trackables with you and you're keeping them out and rotating them as they go through from one geocache to the next. Good thing to have.
Baling wire.
I looked this up. I thought it was kind of neat. Baling wire, by the way.
I know Doc Firewoman knows what this is.
Yeah, I'm sure she does because it's basically used.
She got a whole ton of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to have sometimes to replace something. A geocache fell off its connector and it's gone. Baling wires is one of those things where it's durable enough to wire something up if you need it. And it's also flexible enough that you can cut it easily and make whatever you need to do to resolve your situation.
Baling.
It's baling?
Baling wire.
Baling. Baling.
Baling wire.
It's baling.
Yeah, you're using the whole word.
I'm sorry. It's just baling.
Baling wire.
All right. Yeah. Just saying.
All right, small bungee.
Oh man,
I know you got one of those.
I got them, but it's not in here. It's in my trunk. I got about 60 of them. Those things are awesome. You never know when you got to tie something down, like your wife to the hood, of the car, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's one of those type things. And it's and they're just handy to have. You never know when you're going to need something that you got to hook onto and pull down with. I mean, they're just handy things to have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good stuff. See, pencils, absolutely. Keep, those, just keep a pack. If you're not going to use it for swag, which they're great for, it's just golf pencils. A lot of times they're already pre-sharpened. They come in a pack of 100 for nothing.
What, pencils?
Yeah, golf pencils.
Okay.
And then that way, for small geocaches and that, if you've got one, just drop it in and you're done. It's useful swag.
Mm-hmm.
Good things to work with that.
All right, reflective cord.
All right, this one I couldn't figure out. I'm not quite sure why you would want. This person actually has it in their kit. Reflective cord. Again, if you're out and you're doing the Tarzan know where Tarzan go and Tarzan don't know where Tarzan go, and you want to tie your wife to the tree at night.
They are convinced that you like the couch.
Reflective cord could be useful for retrieving said wife. Just saying. Other than that, I have no idea why they would use reflective cord, but I'm sure somebody somewhere is creative and said this would be great. Anyway, sleeping on the couch is fine. The cats love me.
Gloves.
Yes. Keep a pair.
So you don't get fingerprints on the...
Gloves are great. If you can tell, these have been well loved. Gloves are excellent to keep your fingers from bites,
getting bloody,
scrapes, getting bloody as she looks. All those type things, so that when you're out geocaching, there are the heavy duty. These are just garden gloves, the leather garden gloves. I like them because they're thicker, because things out here can bite you.
Like copperheads.
Like copperheads. There are other ones out there that are so sensitive. They even work with your digital devices to work with, and they're like fingertip smooth, and you can be protected yet by wearing gloves.
A cooling cloth.
That is a great idea. I thought that is awesome. It is 90 something today.
I would like to have one.
Yes.
I'd like to have a bag.
Those are awesome. You can get them now just about anywhere. But it literally, how do they work? They just put them in the freezer for the day, and you take them out and wrap it around your neck or something?
They make some that you don't have to do that to. That you can just get wet and snap them and then wrap them around, and they're like 30 degrees cooler than you are.
How does that work?
I don't know.
It's elfin magic.
You would have to ask somebody smarter than me.
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, I just read something in the chat room.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Water shoes. I don't know.
Those are awesome, because let's face it, if you have it in your pack. Now, I have 2 packs. I've got the small pack for where I go just about anywhere when I go geocaching. I've got a backpack that I keep as well when we go on the longer hikes. And water shoes are great if you know you're going to have to cross a stream, or like me, where there's this nice log that it is to cross the stream, but you're not very coordinated. That kind of thing.
You can't even say coordinated. That's how uncoordinated you are.
So yes, the tongue is a little out of the way. So yeah, water shoes would be awesome. Plus, hey, you might be by a beach or a river or a lake, and just there you go. Mm-hmm. Never know. Never know.
All right, a stuffable rain jacket.
Okay, I have here
a poncho.
Actually, this is one's a poncho, and the other one, this is just a. Check this out. Look how thin this is. I haven't used it yet. Jacket. It's a vest. It's an orange vest. So if you are out in hunting grounds, these are awesome to have. But you can get ponchos that easy to use too, where it's in a little pack. It costs you $1. Granted, it's not going to keep you as dry as you would with a full-sized poncho that's going to do what it's supposed to do. But in an emergency where you just want to get out of the rain enough so that you're not completely drenched, they work great. And
when did you get this?
About 8 years ago.
I see.
It's a Remington vest, so it's a nice vest. Okay. It's one of those, you use it once and you're done.
Yes.
And go from there. Okay. But if you don't want somebody to think that you're Bambi or Bambi's dad.
Well, if you weren't prancing through the woods, they wouldn't think that.
It's the prancing that gets them. I'm just saying.
Stop your prancing.
La da da, bang. So don't prance when in the woods.
No prancing. Okay.
Not during hunting season.
Smartphone with geocaching app.
I think that's pretty much a given nowadays. All right.
Spare camo tape.
Yeah, you never know when you want to hide your wife after you tie her up and with a reflective cord and put her in. It makes it harder for people to
Emmy,
find.
you get to sleep with Mama all night. Spare containers.
Yes, it's always good to have those nasty small 2-inch cylindrical devices in your pack because you never know when you're going to need one of these. Just saying. This is a 35 millimeter container, great for
oh my God, somebody call him.
Don't even start.
I'm sorry.
So yeah,
I can't
is there a log in it? I don't even know.
So
yeah, good to have.
Get it open.
Wow, that's an easy one.
I know.
Yeah,
yes, there's a log in it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's always good to have a couple extra containers, small containers. And these are antique now. I dare you to go out and find them one anymore. I've got 2 shoe boxes full of them.
Let's see.
No, okay. So while she's looking at that, let's see what other things we've got. Spare logs, just as good. I've got a bunch in here myself. I should have anyway. So let me look. There's that. There's that. Are they on the other side? Aha! Spare logs in packs. And I've made one day, I think I spent 2 or 3 hours an afternoon one time and made a bunch of multi-sized geocaching logs, printed them out, got some jewelry baggies. And so, yeah, keep that in my pack as well. So there you go.
Okay. On Amazon.
You can get them on Amazon.
Yes, you can get a pack of 60.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. For $24.79.
That's not bad. Wow, I may have to check that out.
Of course, they think I'm an Anger, but whatever.
All right, so there you go with that. Let's see. Reflective lanyard, definitely a plus. I don't have an extra one in here, but I think I can see where the benefits of that would be. A mini tripod. Ta-da!
Now that is not a necessity for geocaching.
Okay. It is if you're a photographer.
It is if it's you.
Because this is a gorilla. This is a gorilla grip. So what this is actually used for, I'm trying not to lose stuff on the floor here. These are great for wrapping around just about anything, a limb, a park bench, something like that. You tie you put your phone or your camera on the top, and ta-da, you got a way of doing shots. Nice and clean and in a distance if you got your timer going. So a mini tripod's always good. Look, Ping, look at this, hon.
I know.
Isn't that funny? Ping's got us on Chromecast tonight. Hi, guys. So that's that one. Okay, what's next?
Okay, and then you got where are you? Tweezers.
Okay, let's see. Happen to have a pair of tweezers here with a couple other things. Tweezers are awesome for when you have your occasional tick / splinter / whatever reason you would need tweezers.
They all want like $2 a container for them.
For what?
For these
35 millimeters?
Yeah, it's $8.95 for 25 of them.
I don't think your math's working.
No, my math's not right. I said it out loud and I'm like,
Beavis,
that's not right.
That don't sound right. I would use the calculator part of that to figure that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's still stuck on 35 millimeters.
I am.
So tweezers are awesome for multiple things, including getting logs out of bison tubes and 35 millimeter blow up devices. Just saying. Pens, another good one. They went through, obviously, tons of pens are awesome to have because you never have too many because they always seem to fall in the same place that second sock goes. I don't know where it is. I don't know how it happens. I just know they disappear. So extra pens is a good way of doing that as well. Yeah. Swiss Army knife or Leatherman. Let's see. I got a couple in here. Here's a smaller version of the one. I've got a couple of large Leathermen and a large Swiss Army knife that is in in my car in the little tray that you put your arm on. So I've got a bunch of those.
But you always ask me to move.
Yes, and I also got a small one here that actually has a code on it, and I don't even know if it's
trackable.
But yeah, it's trackable. This is an actual. It says geocaching.com.
Yes, I got that
for the Leatherman, and the code is EG46QK. Just saying. So anyway, so yeah, that's my trackable Leatherman. I don't even know if it's registered, so don't take it away if it's not registered. Let's see what other goodies we got.
All right. Where are you? Notebook.
Yes, always keeps notebooks in there. Those are great to have for writing your notes. I don't have one in mind. I have other stuff to write on, but not that.
ID stickers.
I'm not quite sure what that is. So I think after you tie your wife up to the tree with reflective cord camouflager and then put the ID sticker on her for eventually.
What I'm going to say here is that it's to identify the item as a geocache.
Okay, good. Yes, we have those. Matter of fact, we gave some away last week.
Yes.
For ID stickers.
That's what I'm going to go with.
That is good. I think that is more than acceptable.
Or it's duct tape for your husband's mouth.
Who'd have thunk? Let's see. Batteries in power packs, and it's POWERPAX. Battery caddy. These are awesomes.
First time listener.
Hey, welcome.
First timer.
Welcome. Little Hiker Joe 1973. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome. So yeah, the battery packs are awesome. Basically, they're little caddies. Because how many times have you had that little plastic bag that you put the batteries in, and they either get nasty or corroded or whatever? They don't stay as nice as you would want.
Really?
Yes.
I'm shocked.
I know.
This is me shocked.
So basically what happens is there's these little plastic caddies that hold up I think the smallest hold 4, and then you can go up exponentially with that. And you take your AA's and you put them in, and it keeps them all, nice and fresh. It's a Tupperware for batteries is what those are. So I think that's an awesome thing to use for that and to keep your batteries fresh.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
Green laser.
Yeah, now green lasers are interesting. You got to be really careful, especially with the really, really powerful ones, because they'll blow your mind, literally. They'll fry your eyeballs right out. You got to be careful with them. Actually, the only thing that I can find that green lasers are really, really useful for is when you're out at
defeating the Darth Vader.
Yes, you got to be in the fog and with the they're actually, because your eye is more receptive to green level light. If you use it as a pointer when you're out underneath the stars, you can actually see the laser light easier when you're showing people what the different constellations are. I read that today in Google. Thank you, Google. So that's what that is used for.
Okay.
All right.
A UV light.
Awesome stuff. They are great. Let me see where I've got here.
He has to look through his pack because I don't have one.
Yeah. Blue lights. Is this one? This one. Actually, this is just a flashlight.
A light.
Yes. But the other one is this guy. I'll bring out the Big Mac Daddy from GX Proxy because you can purchase these. These are awesome. This is a UV light.
Makes it all purple.
It does. This is the Super Wave UV light from gxproxy.com. They're about $25, but they are darn good. And they are made for all your puzzle caches, anything that you have that you want to write with UV ink or lemon juice. Suppose the lemon juice isn't going to last as long as the UV ink. They are awesome for that. And they also make glow-in-the-dark things glow. Cool stuff. Just something you may or may not know when it comes to UV light.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a small or large flashlight.
Yes, flashlights are awesome. I just showed mine. I try to keep several for multiple reasons. Some of them for sheer self-preservation, because you never know when you're going to be out someplace and suddenly you're 20 minutes from the sun going down and you're 1.5 miles out from the trailhead. So having extra flashlights are always awesome to do for stuff like that. Yes, yes. You're looking at things. What's that?
Um, okay. Waterproof camera.
Always good. And the reason why they say waterproof is because you don't want your $800 phone getting dipped when it's not water resistant. So having a waterproof camera with you is great for that. And they also take those underwater geocaching shots. Really, really nice.
Yes. Mosquito repellent.
Oh, if you live in just about any state in the United States, I mean, I can't think of one that went in Arizona. Do they have mosquitoes in Arizona?
I don't know. They're just too hot there.
They just kind of on the sidewalk and they're done.
I guess they don't land if they do.
Ouch, 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 ouch. So yeah, mosquito repellent's definitely a plus, especially if you're in North Kakalaki or worse, Michigan, where the mosquito is the state bird.
Yeah, my God.
Oh yeah, they will pick you up and take you away.
All right, a GPS.
Yes, that's a given. Having a GPS with you is always better than just your phone. It's much more durable. It's made for being outside. And yeah, it's a little bit of an extra expense, but when it comes to being in geocaching, you know what? You got to do what you got to do.
Okay, the headlamps.
Headlamps are awesome.
Okay, what about the red ones?
I have heard of the red ones, but because it's on the more of the infrared side, I don't know if they're going to be.
Would that be used for night caching? Maybe
you could use it for night caching because certain inks do reflect the red Baron more than off the white light, just as much as the ultraviolet works off the blue band of light. So yeah, I can see you using a particular type of infrared. Matter of fact, there are certain lights that you can go out there and get that has ultra on one side and red on the other.
Okay.
So excellent stuff.
All right. IREX 2 headlamp.
Also, it's another version of it. Is headlamps. Basically, headlamps nowadays. A while back, they were expensive. Nowadays, for $10, you can get a multi-LED that will light up Cleveland. And you can get them from anywhere from just the thing that hooks like a GoPro on the top of your forehead to the ones that clip onto the top of your baseball cap. I mean, there's all sorts of different ones that you can do out there, and they all run off a battery. The LEDs are obviously better ways to go because they last longer, they're brighter, and they're just so convenient now.
I'll have to check those out when I go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, they sell them there. I've looked at them for years.
Yeah.
And like I said, $10.
Because I've seen them, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd like that or not. But
well, if you're out in the dark, those are always awesome. Yeah, they're fantastic, especially if you go in the caves and the other type of things, under bridges, things like that.
I'll let you know what I find out.
All right, good stuff.
Water.
Awesome, absolutely. Have a water in your pack and enjoy the hydration and keep from as it were, and keep from going through and not having water, because that's not a good thing. All right, I think we only got a couple other ones here. The rest of these are all ones that we talked about. Some of the stuff that I thought was neat.
One that's really important is a tick key.
Tick keys are awesome. Got into a good debate, reading a good debate between tweezers and tick keys. Tick keys, depending on how durable they are, for the metal ones, may not be as good as others. So get the more heavy duty ones if you are going to do it. They are made, because some of them says, are they good for deer ticks? Yes, they are made for the small deer ticks as well. Awesome to use, but a lot of people just said, it's just something else to clamp on and carry. I would rather just use my tweezers. So I guess it's one of the 12. Personal preference.
Hand sanitizer is also important.
Whistle, absolutely a plus. Yes. Matter of fact, just as much as you need a whistle, you need to have this as well. This is literally a Revlon mirror back in my days when I actually worked for Revlon. This is awesome. It's great for like the inspection mirror, and it's also great for signaling. They're powerful enough that somebody's going to actually see something. They're big enough to reflect the light enough. And again, if you don't want to ruin your back looking for that micro in a bridge or that guardrail, awesome thing to have for stuff like that. One of the other ones that I did not think about, but after I learned about it, I thought was a great idea, was hemostats. Basically, all they are, if you don't know, they're like scissors that have kind of a good solid grip at the end of it, and they lock. So you can actually clamp onto something and lock it and then pull it
out
and use that. I think those would be awesome. I'm actually going to look into something like that because I've had situations where one grabber wouldn't do the job. I needed a wider bite for it, and those would work awesome for things like that. All right. Camelback, definitely a plus. When you go out geocaching, it is one of those things where you go through and they hold about a 2-liter bottle of water, depending on the size of the Camelback you have. 2 liters or less is usually what you have. That's just enough for you to go through and carry without it being too much of a burden. So excellent stuff. All right. Good things. If you've got other ones, ideas that you want to have in your pack that we didn't go through tonight, by all means, send it to HeadHardHat@GeoSnippits@gmail.com, and we'll add it to the list. And in another 60 episodes, when we talk about them again, we'll have more. Excellent stuff. All right, good things. Let's move on. Yeah, we're getting some last minute stuff in from the chat room, and first aid things like Ace Wrap and what have you is awesome. First aid kit is definitely a plus when it comes to things like that. Good stuff. All right, Wife Amy, if you would.
Well, your support helps keep all the GeoSnippits Reboot shows running along. Please consider making a PayPal donation through the link on our website to support our efforts in your ongoing entertainment. From all of us at GeoSnippits, we thank you.
Absolutely. And like we do talk about, we thank you again very much for the fantastic computer that we are using right now doing the show. And it is awesome. And we think, from the bottom of our hearts, we can't tell you enough how much we appreciate your efforts and allowing us to have this to do the show. It's great and it's fantastic. It doesn't downsize the fact that we also have bills when it comes to doing the podcast. There's all sorts of things from hosting to mailing out the prizes. I mean, there's all sorts of things that are involved with it. And we need your help with that as well. So if you can afford it, if you can't, don't worry about it. But if you can, please consider either joining into our Patreon program or through PayPal. And just throw us a couple of bucks each month. We would greatly appreciate it. And it literally will help keep the lights on and keep things going. And also there through Patreon, there's benefits where you can go through and get different rewards. And go ahead and check out on our geosnippets.com or geosnippetsreboot.com web pages and click on either the PayPal or the Patreon graphics and give it a look and see what happens with that. And become a contributing factor to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe. Excellent stuff. All right, let's move on. All right. It is time for the GeoSnippits Geocaching Cash Dash. Let me explain what that is. Basically, we have some of the best companies in the geocaching world, and they, quite frankly, want to tell you about the products of which they would like you to purchase. That's how it works. So what they do is they send us these little goodie packages of love that have all the different products that they provide, or at least some of them. And we take those and we turn them into prizes and give them to you each and every week. So what we have here is the Geocaching Cash Dash. And for last week, which was episode 160, Wife Amy, what was the prize?
It was from Cash Dash Advance, and it's a rusty bolt cache and a pack of geocache
these
stickers.
Are really cool. Now, we were talking before about the ID tags. That's what these are. These are for regular sized geocaches, a little big for smalls, but they are fantastic for ammo boxes or any regular sized geocache. And it's a way of easily identifying what item that you are hiding. So this is always good to have on there. And then the other one, of course, from cache-advance.com is a classic now. I remember when these just came out, the classic Rusty Bolt geocache. So some lucky winner is going to win both of those.
All right.
And what was the question?
The question was, what does the acronym USB stand for?
And you said you knew it.
Yes.
All right. So what does it stand for?
Universal Serial Bus.
You did that without even looking at the show notes. I am very proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely correct.
That is what happens when you grow up with a dad in computers.
Yes. Just a little byline for it. The USB is defined as an acronym that stands for Universal Serial Bus, which is a type of computer port which can be used to connect equipment to a computer. An example of a USB is the interface used to upload pictures from a digital camera to a computer. Mm-hmm. And now there's USB 2, USB 3, all sorts of stuff. And I'm going to try to get my, there we go. So basically this is how this works. She's getting ready to toss the magic geocoin. It's either going to be heads or tails. I have a random number generator. That goes between 1 and the total number of answers that were sent in to us via email. I also have, let's see if I can bring it up here. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All the emails that were sent in to us. So if the random number was 4, it's not 4. And wife Amy flipped heads, we would count down 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top. If it was tails, we'd count up 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom, and that would be the winner. It adds just a little bit of randomness to the show and to make it more fun for you guys on who's going to win. So I am going to bring this up here. Wife Amy, are we going heads down or tails up?
I'm sorry, tails.
Okay.
So I was thinking about something else.
No, let me get all the way to the bottom here. Would you get the
book?
The book, and we will double check and make sure that everything's copacetic. And let's see.
I need a pen.
And I will get you a pen, and you can write that in for me if you would. All right, so Universal Serial Bus, even bolded out the USB.
Yay!
And the winner is Bible Man Rick. Bible Man Rick out of Wise, Virginia, good friend of the show, good friend of us. And Rick, what we're going to do is we're going to send those out to you this weekend and get them out. We're going to try our darndest to get the prizes out as soon as possible so they don't stack up like they've been in the past. So we will get that out this weekend for you. And congratulations to Bible Man Rick. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, wait a minute. How do I win this stuff? They just gave away a really cool geocache and some other fun stuff. I bet they got even other goodies of which you may want to win. Well, you can't win if you don't play. So it's very simple. To be eligible to win a prize from the Cache Stash, all you have to do is send in your correct answer. Now, the one for tonight's episode, 161, you have to get it in by next Wednesday, which is June 8th. I can't believe it's June already. 2016, June 8th, 2016. Get it in by noon. Email it to, let me see if my bottom third actually is going to play nice. No, it won't. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Send it to gsreboot@gmail.com. That's gsreboot@gmail.com. Subject line Q1 for question 1, episode 161, which is this one. So I'll do it again. gsreboot@gmail.com. Subject Q1, episode 161. All correct answers will be put in a drawing just like we just did. Some weeks for the people in the live chat room will have a second prize. Sorry, not tonight, folk. We give it away at least once a month. Could be next week. Could be in the next other. We don't quite know. It's up to the little bird to figure out when we give it out. But we do give a prize away to the live audience at least once a month to make it a little bit of an incentive for you fine folks to come on in and check out the show. So excellent, excellent stuff. All right. So the prize for tonight, and if you want to type this in for me, wife Amy, I didn't get a chance to get in for it.
Mm-hmm.
The prize tonight is from coinsandpins.com. Man, we cannot tell you enough about coinsandpins.com. Aaron is fantastic. He's the one that helped design the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast patch, which is available on our front website. Be sure to check it out. Tonight's episode is the 24-hour 48 geocaches in 24 hours achievement set. And it is really cool. They're very beautiful. It's a full geocoin and pin set. These are awesome. And again, for within 24 hours, getting 48 geocaches. Awesome, awesome stuff. Thank you again from coinsandpins.com. All right. I just realized for the question, what will we have for a good question? If we had, I didn't actually put one in, I forgot because we ran so late with the show. I think what we'll have for something like that is geocaching based.
It's a geocaching.
It's a geocaching base. 35 millimeter containers came in 2 different types. What are those 2 types? Geocache, and their 35 millimeter containers came in 2 different types. What are those 2 most common types? Send those in, and if you get one of the 2, we'll have you in the drawing for qualifying. So send it in, we'll get you going, and somebody's going to win that really cool 48 geocaches in 24 hours geo achievement set. Excellent, excellent stuff. All right, good stuff. Time to wrap this puppy up. Okay, wife Amy, if you would do the honors, please.
Okay. I was looking at that. Sorry. We want to thank our sponsors, gxproxy.com and coinsandpins.com, plus our amazing patrons. Thanks to Annie HeadHardHat Smith, and thanks to everyone watching in our chat room. Please keep those comments coming in, y'all. We'll see you next time.
All right. Special thank you to wife Amy for everything that you do, darling, and especially with the chat room and being the actual brains behind the team. Thank you so much. I love you. You're wonderful. And she pshaws me.
Pshaw.
I can deal with it.
Pshaw.
All right. We're going to work on, I am going to try my darndest. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks and just didn't have a chance to get things together. I want to make a creative geocache and do a tutorial with it. And we're going to have extra cameras and do this the right way. We're either going to make a fairy house, a gnome house, and if I can find those darn zombie gnomes, a zombie nose house geocache. And we will show you how to do some creative
You make your
ideas.
zombie gnome house, and I'll make a fairy house.
Okay, that's the deal. We like that. So we're going to show you how to do that in the next week or and try to do that next week. I really want to do this. So like I'm off Saturday. I'm going there. I'm going to go to the local hardware store. I don't remember which one, but I'm going to check it out and then get the goodies for it because somebody else already scoped all that out for me. I'm just saying. All right, good
pictures and take it to him.
Makes it easy. All right, folks, we hope you enjoyed the episode. And like we say here in the GeoSnippit Studios in North Kakalaki, see you out on the trails, folks. Bye-bye. Please be sure to join us each and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, right here on the GeoSnippits website at www.geosnippits.com. The video version of our show is available on YouTube, and the audio version is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, the Tech Podcast Network, and Google Play even, and many of your favorite podcasters. We love hearing from our viewers and listeners, so please leave your feedback by emailing us at gsreboot@gmail.com. Visit us through our social media site or contact us via our voicemail line at 919-341-9519 or use our website Send Voicemail tab. GeoSnippits Reboot is a HeadHardHat production and is produced by Amy and Andy Smith. This show is copyright 2016 by Andrew T. Smith. All rights reserved. and clear. All right, good show. Thank you so much, folks. We love bringing back a lot of the tools of the trade and talking about stuff that useful stuff. And there's so many more out there that we didn't even touch that deals with geocaching and the Batman utility belt you need when you go out. I just like using the Batman utility belt. It's just me. I'm Batman. But anyways, have a good one, folks. Have a safe one. The weather's crazy out there, and just have a great week's geocaching, and we'll see you next week on the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Bye-bye, folks.